Hi everybody, today we're going to be making some more Hello Kitty mini verse make it mini foods. And so today we're going to go ahead and open up our first capsule, and it looks like it's the pie. Here we go, let's go ahead and sort out all of our stuff. So the first thing we have are the pie crusts, and these are so cute. They have Hello Kitty's face on both of them, and then you get the bottom of the pie. Here are our apple pie crust bows. We got our fresh farm apple slices. And then 2 of our pie pans. Alright, next in our little bag we have our utensils, which is our handy dandy tweezers, and oh this is so cute, a pie spatula. It has a little apple on the spatula and it says Hello Kitty. Alright, and then we're going to open up our Hello Kitty bag, and it is our apple pie filling. Oh, and look at that, there's a cute little hummingbird on the side. So now let's go ahead and start making our pies. We're going to go ahead and take the pie crusts out of their little box and into their pie pan. And we'll start off with the lattice one. Personally, these are my favorite kind of pies. And here's our apple slices. And we're gonna open up our apple pie filling, and we're gonna pour that into the pie first so that we can just stuff our apple slices in instead of trying to mix it under it. So here I'm trying to scoop it out, but that didn't really work because the spatula didn't go in all the way, so then I just switched to squeezing it out. And now we're gonna flatten it so it's even on all sides and add our apples into the pie. So then here I am just pushing the apples into the resin so that they all stick and don't fall out later. And I added a little bit more to coat the top. So here's our first pie done. Now let's go ahead and move on to our second one. So this one is our normal Hello Kitty face pie, and I'm gonna do the same process with this one. So I just sped it up for you guys. So here are both of our pies done. And now we go ahead and cook them for 5 to 10 minutes under our UV flashlight. And now we're gonna do the tops of the pie. We're gonna go ahead and open up our pie crust Hello Kitty bows. And we're gonna gonna do a little tiny dollop, or try to get a little tiny dollop, and spread that around to make it a little bit more even. And then we're going to put the Hello Kitty bow right on the top next to her ear. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the next one. And again, you bake it for another 5 to 10 minutes. And here you go. Here are 2 done Hello Kitty apple pies. And if you want to, if you have them, you can go ahead and get more apple pie filling and fill out the edges of the pie crust and cook it again for an additional 5 to 10 minutes so that the tops stick. But I personally like them that they've come off. And you can also take the pies out of the pie pans and the apples will not come out because they are cooked solid. And yeah, so you can change the bowls, and if you want them to not stick out and fall, you can always put resin in there and cook them too. So let's go ahead and move on to our next mini capsule. So let's go ahead and open up our first bag. And we have our boba lemon juice. And then here is our Hello Kitty boba. Looks like they come in red and white. We have our little bag of ice with the Hello Kitty ice cubes. And then we have our Hello Kitty cup sleeve. All right, and let's go ahead and open up our next item. And this is our Hello Kitty boba cup. How adorable. I wish I had a cup like this in real life. That's actually really cute. And our next bag, we're gonna open up our utensils. We have our pink boba straw. And our handy dandy tweezers. And I thought I was missing something, and I actually looked around and I was missing the coaster that was stuck in between the instructions. Let's go ahead and start making our boba drink. We're gonna start with our boba pearls. And I started off with just pouring all of them in there, and I decided that was a little bit too much, so I poured them all out and one by one individually put the red, pink, and white ones in places that I thought looked okay. And then after that, after making sure that they looked good, I then added the Hello Kitty ice. And now we're gonna go ahead and pour our lemon juice into our cup. So I was impatient in waiting for the resin to fall to the bottom, so I just started pushing the resin down, trying to fill it up, adding more, pushing it down, just until it got to the bottom of the cup. So here is our finished product. We're going to go ahead and put the cap on to make sure that the straw is in the right place, to make sure everything's even. And I wish I would have stopped here. I wish I would, it fit perfectly, it looked great, but then I thought it would look great with more ice cubes, and I didn't realize that I didn't resize the cap. And once I baked it, I then tried to put the cap on and it didn't fit because the straw had moved, but it's fine. Everything's fine. You can take the cap off. You can see the cute little ice cubes. So let's go ahead and move on to our next and last capsule. So here's our last capsule. Let's go ahead and dump everything out. And we have the waffles. 2 Sunny Griddles waffles. And we have our cute little gingham Hello Kitty mat. And here we have our banana slices from Happy Sun Farm. And here we have our plate for our waffles. And we got some more fruit, some sliced strawberries and blueberries from Happy Sun Farms as well. Oh, and it looks like we got a little blueberry stuck in there. Okay, and second to last bag will be our maple syrup, delicious, and it comes with a cap. And for our last bag, our utensils comes with our handy dandy tweezers and a Hello Kitty fork for our waffles. Delicious. All right, let's go ahead and open up and plate our waffles. So here's a closer look at them. She does have Hello Kitty's face, and the back is just a normal waffle. We're gonna go ahead and put it on our plate. And here is a closer look at the box. So let's go ahead and switch caps for our maple syrup. And I did have a little bit of a hard time. Just had to wait and let gravity do its job. And we're gonna go ahead and glaze our waffles with our maple syrup. And I tried to add some maple syrup to the bottom of the plate so that our fruit would have something to stick to. So let's go ahead and open up our bananas. And I placed a couple sporadically around. I didn't want to use too many. And now we're gonna open up our strawberry and blueberries. And I did the same thing here, just placed them sporadically around. Tried not to cover up her face too much, but I did want a good heap of berries on there. And then I'm gonna add some syrup to the top to make sure that the toppings are secure and not gonna fall off the waffle. Added a few more blueberries. And here I'm trying to figure out a place to put the fork. And I found a little spot right here, right next to the banana. And I'm adding more maple syrup, again, to make sure that none of the toppings will fall off. And now that we're done with the toppings, we're gonna go ahead and bake our waffles for 5 to 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, here is our plate of double waffles. I think by far this one is my favorite. So here's our boba and our waffles. a nice little breakfast treat for some of us. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and tell me which one was your favorite that we made today and which one you are excited to find yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and make sure to follow me on Twitch because every 10 followers I get over there, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for one person to win a Hello Kitty mini capsule. Go ahead and check the description for the rules on that. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.